That's a great question. It probably has more to do with the tension that you're putting on the yarn as well as what thickness of yarn you're using. The thinner of the yarn, you might have to do more tension to get tighter stitches or else they will be looser. So let me show you how I do my tension. I have yarned on this number 4 medium weight yarn, and this one's kind of an in-between medium 4. So I did 10 rows with it in this middle hole, and I'm kind of holding on to it here, gauging my tension. Another thing that I have found out, instead of having it on your counter, put it in a bowl on the ground underneath you. That extra little bit of weight that it has coming off, that helps with your tension. So I always keep my hand here because as my skein gets less and less, I might add a little bit of tension with my finger. So when I go to crank my rows, I'm going to put it in the middle hole of my tension bar, but I'm not just going to rely on it. I'm going to use my left hand to give it a little bit of tension as I am cranking out my rows to keep the tension even and to help make those stitches a little bit tighter. And you don't want it up like this. That's when you know there's like stress on your machine. You kind of want it just like barely bouncing, and that's kind of how like you can help control that with your hand. You can kind of feel it after a while once you did this. I've been doing this machine for a few years, so you kind of will learn that. You'll learn the feel. So that's how I do all my projects. I don't just rely on the tension bar. I'm always using my left hand to create that tension. I'm more using the tension bar as a guide. Now this is a sample that I did, and we'll go through next using all the different holes in the tension bar just so you can see that. But definitely thinner yarns, you're going to want to go down to at least the smallest hole, but then again, use your left hand to create a little bit more tension and it should tighten up those stitches. And this yarn works really well on the machine. So next I'm going to show you this sample where I do all the different holes in that tension bar, but still my preference is to still use my left hand to create really nice uniform stitches. So let's look at what it looks like if I do the outermost tension. Now I do have it on the ground, okay? I'm not going to really hold it. Already, as I'm coming around, we're having issues. See how that's hooked? It shouldn't be hooked like that. It needs to be underneath. So if you're not watching for that, you're going to start to have issues. Even if you don't have any issues, it's just going to be a looser pattern, which if that's what you're going for, that's fine. I'm going to do about 10 rows. Now, besides the fact we had some issues in the beginning, it did okay, but look at how much more open this is. And this is the purl side we're looking at. Look how much more open that is compared to this. Now this isn't wrong, it just depends on what you're wanting to go for. But if you're finding it really open and it's dropping stitches or tucking stitches, it's probably too loose on the machine. Something's not right and it needs to be tighter. So now let's just move it to the middle. And I'll do 10 rows. I'm not even going to hold it with my hand. Ooh. But see how I wasn't holding it with my hand? Look at that knot. So it hit that and it kind of flew off the machine. So those are annoying. So that's why I like to hold it with my hand as well. So here's where you sometimes can have that issue come into play too. We're going to cut out that knot. We're going to make sure it's all the way down in that tensioner. We're going to make sure it lines up in the same needle right there so we don't skip a stitch. Here's where we have to be a little bit more careful when we add in that yarn. Hold it. I'm trying to keep the same stitch and tension as I had. Hold it one more time. Now we can just do a loose knot to keep it from falling out, and then you want to secure that at the end of your project. Okay, let's do a few more. Okay, so here was the loosest. Here was when we did it without me holding it at all. Now let's do the last one. This is tight. I won't really hold it with my hand. Okay, so here we have loosest, second loosest. Now we're at tightest, okay? Now it also says when you look in your book that if you put it in the first hole, weave it over into the second hole, and then into this one. This is called like the tightest you can do. This yarn might be too big for that, but let's just see, right? We're just seeing what we want for our pattern and what's gonna work with the machine. Ooh, see how it's doing that? That's not good. That probably means it's too tight. Let's just make sure it's not getting bogged down there. Get some fabric yarn loose. And see, it's coming out. It's not liking it, but I have one yarn that it does this and it works really good. So even if it just doesn't want to stay in there, that could be okay. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to stay in there, but it likes it there. And depending on how tight we want our knit to look, let's see what it does and see if we have any issues in the machine. If your machine jams to where it does not move, do not force it so you do not break your needle. Just remove it from the machine. This might be too tight. It's really bouncing my camera. Okay, so now we have our really tight. So now let's take it off the machine. I'm going to do just like how I did at the beginning. In the beginning, I had it here and I was doing tension with my hand, not just in here, which is kind of, I think, an in-between between this one and this one without it. Okay, so we're just gonna take it off the machine. Now, the one thing I have to say is this yarn, it did very well in all the tension. I'm using this one, this Crown Simply Soft. I feel like the softer your yarn is, the easier it does work. This one, it liked it. There's some yarns where you can't go through all these tensions. It will just stop working. So overall, this worked really well on the machine. I definitely would not do the very tightest where it goes through all 3 holes. This one was still a little bit too thick, even though it did work. I had to go pretty slow and it bogged down the machine a lot. So I just don't want to stress the machine out. So let's look at the stitches after doing all the different types of tension using the machine. So my very first rows that I did here all the way over on the left side, this first set of 10, this is using the middle tension hole, and also using my left hand to give me that extra bit of tension. These next ones are the loosest without using my left hand. Then I have the middle one without using my left hand again. And then I went down to the smallest and then to the tightest. But I feel like I always get the best looking and most uniform stitches is when I use my left hand to help with my tension. So I hope this video answered your question. Thank you so much for the questions, the lovely comments, and all the support, the likes and the follows. I appreciate it so much. Happy crafting, everybody, and see you next time.